We got to do a clap sync, guys. It's funny because I can't hear your guys' claps at all.
Oh, well,
Welcome back to Chit Chats, everybody. My name is Antonio.
my name is Inigo Montana.
Holy shit.
I knew you were going to do this. I knew you were going to start it like this. What is up with you? I'm Donavan, and let's have a chit chat.
Yay.
The contrast between just Donovan going off on Brennen and then just like, I'm Donovan.
I was literally
I love
like,
it. I love
I
the
should have said it out loud. I was predicting it in my head. I was like, Brennan's going to do the fucking bullshit again.
Yeah, but if you said it out loud, he wouldn't have done it. So
True.
you know, like it would have kept you on your toes, but whatever. Either way, guys, we made it through the intro somehow. So welcome back to another wonderful episode of Chit Chats. We have Brennen and Donovan, the classic trio. As I've said many times when you guys are on Chit Chats. I'm aware. See, I'm self-aware. I know that I say that every time, but I can't stop myself from saying it every time. It's inevitable. But guys, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. It means a lot to me. Deep down in my gut, it you know, like it really just pleases me. You know what I mean? That you guys are here with me today.
That's gay.
All right. Well, guys. So you know, like I've done many times on this show, I haven't told you guys what the topic is today. And if all things go according to plan, I've titled this video something along the lines of, well, you know what? I won't say. But let me just kind of fill you guys in on what we're going to be doing today. So you guys may or may not know my long-running series, and by long-running I mean I made it for like a year. Sunday Funnies, back in the day when I used to do those videos.
What's that?
Pretty frequently. You know, they were a compilation. They were basically just like an excuse for me to make like very short skits and then compile them into one video. And you may or may not know that I've made 9 of those videos. And originally I wanted to make a 10th, but here's the thing: I never did. And I consider this to be one of my biggest failures as a YouTube content creator, was the fact that I never got to make Sunday Funnies 10. So I thought, what better way to redeem myself of my crimes by making Sunday Funnies 10 right now with you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to write Sunday Funnies 10, come up with all the skits, and make it right here. We're not actually going to film it. That's not going to happen. But we're going to write it. Theoretically, if I were to have made it, this is what it will be. So
That was Tilly.
That was Tilly. Tilly may or may not appear in this in Sunday Funnies 10, guys. That may or may not be a thing that happens.
We'll see.
So I asked you guys to write.
Ethan, shut up. Okay, go on.
Sorry, I asked you guys to write.
I'm sorry, Kate. That was mean.
3 prompts or 3 like setups for skits, and I wrote 4 for myself. So between the 3 of us, we've come up with 10. And so we're going to be putting those skit ideas into an AI script writer, and then writing a theoretical script for that skit, and then reading it out, acting, whatever you want to call it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So, so let me share my screen here. So you guys can see. I had a different AI program in mind when I thought of this idea, but it's not letting me use it. So we're going to be using this one that I found. That's what's going to happen. Okay. So it's called Right Cream. Don't read into that name too much. Okay. So we have, like I said, we have 10 skit ideas here in total. So we're just going to do one of mine first. So my first skit idea is Brennen and I find a UFO in a field. An alien walks out who keeps talking like Owen Wilson. He tries to probe us and keeps saying wow. So that's the first skit idea. So we're
Wow.
going to. So apparently, it does limit the characters that I can put into the topic bar here. So I guess I'll abbreviate it a little bit.
Was this prompt? Was this inspired by Mater's Tall Tales? The Tall Tale where Mater encounters a UFO.
I will not confirm or deny that.
Okay.
All right.
And
So
then he okay. Just a side note, he does teach the UFO to say "dadgum."
he
And
does.
that's funny. That's very funny.
That's lore. That's canon.
That's lore.
All right. So since I come up with this one, I'll read this one out. If there's any dialogue that includes one of like someone that isn't me, I'll have one of you guys read it. In this case, it might be Brennan who has dialogue, so we'll find out. But all right, so Brennan and I found a UFO while hiking. We were really excited and we just couldn't believe our eyes. We were able to get a close look at the UFO because it was stuck in the ground and didn't want to move. When we got closer, we saw that it was a little black thing that had lights on. We got really close to the UFO and it started talking to us. It kept saying "wow." So the UFO was saying "wow," not anything in the UFO, the UFO itself.
Wait. Question: can I be the UFO? Whenever the UFO says "wow," can I do it?
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
All right. Brennan and I were so excited we could barely keep our balance. So we were apparently toppling over. Okay, Brennan and I had been walking around the forest when suddenly we found a UFO. It was just sitting there. We ran up to it and Brennan started banging on the metal. Oh, because you work with metal, so it works.
Yeah.
It works out. So yeah, you're a welder. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. I was so excited I couldn't help but to talk like Owen Wilson. Okay, so we're completely flipping the goal here. So
Okay.
So I'm talking. Okay, when the alien finally came out, he walked out with his hands in his pocket, saying,
"Wow."
Thank you. It was the most exciting day of my life. Brennan, you want to read this paragraph?
Is this one the second one? Okay.
Yeah, this one right here. This one right here.
Okay. Me and I.
So I would say
Antonio and I.
Antonio and I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Antonio and I found a UFO in the park. We were running around looking for a good place to hide when an alien walked out. The alien kept talking like Owen Wilson, saying,
"Wow."
And
I'm so happy.
it was so weird because it was not a regular alien. It was an alien from a movie. It was like watching Finding Nemo all over again. We followed the alien for a little bit and then we ran away before it saw us. Okay.
I think for the sake of brevity, we're not going to read this last one. Well, you know what? No, we'll read it. We'll really quick. I remember when I first found out about the alien, I was looking through the telescope and I saw a bright light in the sky. My mom and dad told me to come down and take a look. We all gathered around the telescope to watch the light. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a man came walking out from the light. He had long, dark hair and wore a strange suit. He started talking to us through a language we didn't understand, but he kept saying,
"Wow."
When he walked off, we knew we had to find out what it was. We were looking up and we found it on the internet and found out it was a UFO. So that's the script.
You looked it up on the internet.
Yeah. So this is all over the place.
Yeah.
But it's a good baseline. You know what I mean? Like we can expand on this theoretically.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I thought that we would find out what happened with the alien.
I know. I'm a little like on. I guess that's left up to the audience, though. You know what I mean?
Well, what in your head canon? What happened with did you guys hang out with the alien, or did the alien shoot you with its ray gun, or?
So in my head canon, I like to think that we approached the alien and we started talking to it, and it probed us, right? Like it literally stuck.
Why is that your dream? Why do you want it to probe us?
I'm not saying that I want that to happen. I'm just saying this is what I think happens. This is what I believe happens. It probes us, and then we start talking like Owen Wilson. And then it's sort of like a domino effect. Like we all start probing the entire planet, and we all start talking like Owen Wilson. And I just think that sounds like a really, that's my ideal future. You know what I mean?
Antonio's ideal future. probing everyone
Getting
on the planet. Getting probed
You heard
by
it here
Owen
first.
Wilson.
All right.
Going,
So
I'm an alien.
yep.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna replace anytime I say I to my name actually right now.
Okay.
Okay. So now we'll do Donovan's first idea here.
What the fuck?
So Donovan, you want to read it? Why don't you read out your idea and kind of explain your creative process?
Oh, my creative process, huh? You want to know about my creative process?
I really do. I really do want to know.
It's more like my lack thereof. I just thought it would be funny if Brennen took Antonio to show him his welding skills, but accidentally he welds his hand to his dick.
Yeah, were you giggling to yourself when you thought of that?
I was probably laying in bed with my eye like this, with my iPhone like right above my face. You know, like sometimes it like falls on your face when you're typing like that.
Sure,
but like I was like typing
it fell on his face, and then he had this vision.
It fell on my face, and when I picked my phone back up, that was what was on the screen.
Typed. Okay, that makes sense.
It was that. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna.
And he's welding his hand to his dick.
Oh no!
I already like where this is going.
Brennen, Donovan, why don't you read some of these paragraphs?
Okay. Antonio was a little startled when Brennen pulled him into a dark room. I thought. I guess Antonio, you have to say this.
Oh, I thought you were going to show me your skills.
Antonio said nervously, his voice shaking as he tried to hide his nervousness. Brennen, go ahead. This is like a bad fan fiction.
Oh, I did.
Oh, Brennen laughed.
You'll be able to see it soon.
Brennen then turned on the light, and Antonio gasped. His hand was welded to his dick, and he had no idea how it happened. Whoa.
So you lured me into a dark room because you told me you were going to show me your skills, whatever that means. And then you proceeded to turn on the light to reveal your hand welded to your...
You did it silently, like Antonio could not hear you welding.
Hey, you guys can talk shit about me all I want. I feel like this is Antonio's fault for seeing his best friend walk up to him with his hand just stuck to his dick.
You know what?
Like, hey, you want to follow me into this dark room? Like, you have my skills.
You have a point. You have a point.
I didn't even mean that like a sexual innuendo, but I feel like that's where the AI took it.
That's definitely.
It was like one step ahead of me.
Mm-hmm. Should we continue?
Yeah, no, you have to start this one, Antonio.
Okay. Okay, I'm going. What the fuck, Brennen?
Antonio screamed as he was dragged into the garage by Brennen.
I'm confused. Sorry. Do I say this or do I say that?
No, you say that.
No, I say this. Wait.
Antonio says
it says Brennen. It says Brennen said.
No, but there's two lines. There's
two lines.
Okay.
I think that's weird. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you'd be able to get that back off.
That's yours, Brennen.
And then this is me.
Yeah, this is
Mom, I'm sorry for what you're about to hear. I can't.
Brennen said in an apologetic tone.
It's welded to my dick.
Oh no! Oh no! It gets worse.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep going.
No, this is terrible.
Brennen, what the fuck?
Antonio screams as he stares down at his hand that is now attached to his penis. This is awesome.
Brennen, please.
This is awful awesome.
Oh shit.
Brennen says as he looks down at his hand and penis with horror.
I'm sorry, Antonio. I'm so sorry.
Brennen cries as he tries to unscrew his hand from his dick. Antonio's laughing hysterically
I am
now
laughing
as he
hysterically.
watches Brennen try to pull himself off of him.
Stop laughing at me, you fucking asshole.
Brennen yells as he finally yanks himself off of Antonio's dick. Wait, what? I thought it was okay. That took a weird turn there, and falls to the floor.
That's your line.
What? Your fault.
Oh my God! Brennen says as he gets up and leaves the room.
Oh my god. Okay,
This
one.
is
Holy
so
shit.
crazy.
Okay, wait. Okay, you have one more paragraph. One more paragraph.
No, this is the fair thing. This is the fair thing here.
This one is really bad. Like I'm just reading it already.
Okay, you know what?
Holy shit! Nobody I know that there are no like Tonyverse animateds, but like if somebody wants to like animate one of these,
please don't. I'm begging you. Please don't. As much as I would love to have a dedicated fan base that makes animations of my videos, I would really not like this to be animated.
This is not the one.
You know what? We're just gonna leave this up, and then we're gonna move on. We're not even gonna acknowledge this paragraph. We're just gonna move on to the next one. So that was quite a doozy. That for the second one, that was a lot.
Oh man, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
So we're moving on to Brennan's first skit idea. And Brennen, you had Antonio teams up with Chris Pratt to steal back the Mario movie. So as you know, the Mario movie is coming out soon.
Isn't the second trailer coming out tomorrow?
The second trailer from the day that we're recording this, the second trailer is coming out tomorrow. So maybe this will give us a glimpse into what we have in store for that trailer. I don't know. Probably not. Okay. All right, Brennen. Why don't you just read the first two? Why don't you just read the first two?
All right.
Oh, there's only two.
Antonio and Chris Pratt are two of the most popular action heroes in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So when their respective studios reached to dispute over the rights to Mario, they teamed up and decided to steal back the movie. The two were able to successfully outsmart the studio security and steal back the movie. They're now planning on releasing their own Super Mario Bros. Movie in 2019.
Hell yeah.
What?
2019.
Dude, 2019 will be my year.
It already came out.
Yeah, it's already out.
Why have I not seen it?
In this reality, it already came out.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Antonio knew that he and Chris Pratt were going to need help in order to steal back the movie from the gang of greedy thugs that had taken it. He knew who would be the perfect for the job. A former thief who had been given a second chance at life. Antonio and Chris Pratt met up with the former thief who turned out to be a young woman, and they made a plan to get the movie back. They would need to steal it at the same time as the robbers, and Antonio knew that he and Chris Pratt would need to be very careful in order to avoid. Why does that sound like an actual skit? Like I feel like that could be.
It does. It sounds like
that's very specific.
Like the plot of like a skit or a movie or something.
Who is this young woman? Zendaya or
it's up to your imagination. I like to believe in my heart it's Zendaya.
It's probably it's Anya Taylor-Joy because she's playing Peach.
Right. All right. Well, do you wanna read one of these two or both of these? I don't know how long we should spend on each of these because I know that we don't want to.
I'll read the bottom one. I'll read the bottom one.
All right, read the bottom one.
Antonio and Chris Pratt, two of the world's greatest thieves, are on a mission to steal back the movie they both starred in, the Mario movie. After being caught by the FBI, Antonio and Chris are taken to the same prison. They know they need to act fast before they're caught again. They devise a plan and come up with a plan to steal back their movie. Antonio and Chris meet in the middle of their cells, start playing their escape. They agree that they all use their skills to escape without being caught. Why are these just really good scripts?
These are actually kind of good. Like I'm intrigued. I'm like, what are our special skills? What does that mean? Like that could literally mean so many things.
I think you should pay Chris Pratt to to actually make this a reality.
Yeah, his rates can't be that high, right? Like
To be in Sunday Funnies 10.
yeah, Sunday Funnies 10, starring Chris Pratt.
He's like, why do you want me for the movie? And you're like, because you're so cool.
Yeah, you're so cool, and you were
cool.
and you were stomping Koopas. All right, so I just realized in terms of like the overall scale, I feel like mine are a lot more tame than your guys, so I'm gonna try to spice mine up a little bit. But
just make him like super raunchy, like
okay, well,
just like so bad, like something you would like show your grandma, and she'd just like have a heart attack.
Be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, like. Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So my original idea was that me and Donovan, me and you, we. So this is what I'm coming up with. Me, Donovan, and Antonio sell Girl Scout cookies, but are get held at gunpoint by actual Girl Scouts. So that's what we're going with. Let's see what we have. All right. I'll read this one out. The girls pointed their guns at the boys and asked for all their money. The boys were confused and shocked by the sudden change in events, but they complied with the girls' demand. They gave the girls their cash and they were allowed to leave. They were not happy about it, but they were relieved that they were alive.
Dude, don't mess with the Girl Scouts.
Wait, okay, I kind of read them.
That's so scary.
Donovan, you have lines in the next one, so I'll when I get to it, I'll let you read. Okay. They were about to ring the doorbell when they heard a rustle in the bushes. A group of Girl Scouts carrying a box of cookies emerged from the shadows.
Hello,
said Donovan.
What the fuck? They still spelled my name wrong.
Well,
even fucking AI can't spell it right.
Like I spelled it like your actual name, but then the AI was like,
What? Okay.
Okay, continue.
Whatever. Right. We're here to sell our cookies.
Are you? Wait, Brennen, you want to be the Girl Scout?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. It's you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're here to sell our cookies.
No. That's,
oh wait. What?
No,
the next line is
okay. Okay. Are you sure?
Ask one of the Girl Scouts.
I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but we do have guns.
They're very polite. They're very polite Girl Scouts.
That is so passive aggressive. That is so, we're not trying to be rude. We just have guns. So like,
okay, I'm gonna read this one and then we're gonna call that. Donovan and Antonio were selling Girl Scout cookies on the side of the road when they were held at gunpoint by actual Girl Scouts. The two men had been selling cookies for a couple hours when the two girls walked up to them and told them they needed to leave the area. The men quickly apologized and left the area, but not before one of the girls took a picture of them with their phones. The picture was posted on Instagram, and the next day the two men got a call from the police. They were told that they would be arrested if they didn't pay $500 in restitution to the Girl Scouts. Luckily, one of the men had a credit card and was able to pay the Girl Scouts back. Okay, thank God.
Why does this feel so possible?
Why does this feel like a vision of the future? Yeah, like this is going to happen. Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, for better or for worse, maybe that'll happen. All right, we're going to move on to Donovan's second idea. So
here's the question: will the paragraph generator know what Ben drowned is?
I think it will. Because this idea is.
Wait, what about Ben drowned?
Brennen encounters the ghost of Ben drowned. So, Brennen, you might have some lines in this, so be prepared.
Scary.
I'm excited.
All right,
Brennen,
are you good? You keep looking to the left or to the right.
Yeah, my fucking dog.
Oh, is your dog being awesome? Oh my
Ben
God!
Drowned.
Okay.
Ben Drowned has found him. He is in his room. Ben Drowned is right behind you, Brennan.
All right, Donovan, if you want to go ahead and read this.
Okay. Brennen loved the beach and the ocean. She would often spend her days at the beach, swimming or just sitting on a towel and reading a good book. It was a summer day that Brennen was at the beach, and she had been there for a while. It was still early in the day. Brennen is just in conniptions right now. It was still early in the day, so she had plenty of time to read her book before heading back home. Brennen had been reading for a while she felt a presence behind her. As she turned to see who it was, she saw the ghost of Ben drowned.
Oh
my gosh. Did
That's
Ben drown at the beach in Zora's domain?
I love that the AI just went on a tangent about the beach and then was like, oh, and then and then we saw Ben drowned.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like okay.
Right.
Okay, there's a lot going on in this one, so have fun.
Okay, this one has you as the correct pronouns, so that's
gender,
good.
Yeah.
Brennen was in a deep sleep and had a nightmare. In his dream, he was drowning in a pool of blood. When he woke up, his body was covered in sweat and shivering. He had no idea what the dream meant, but he knew it was important. The next day, Brennen went to the library and searched for anything that could help him understand his dream. When he found a book about the history of the whaling industry, he realized that he had been dreaming about Ben Drowned, the man who died in a whaling accident when the ship caught fire. The lore is not correct. The lore is not accurate.
That's not correct. That's not accurate.
I appreciate the effort, though, Right Cream.
Yes, thank you, Right Cream.
Whatever.
All right, let's do let's do this last one here.
The last one? Okay. Yeah. It was a normal day, and I had just finished my run. I was heading back to the house when I caught sight of someone familiar sitting on the steps. It was Ben, my old friend from school. He had always been one of the popular kids and always had a smile on his face. He had a cute girlfriend and was always laughing. I never saw him without a smile on his face until the day he died. He had been swimming in the ocean off of Kofifi with Kofefe Donald Trump when he got caught in a storm and suddenly he was gone.
What? That had nothing to do with Brennen at all. Or maybe that was from Brennen, the perspective of Brennen. Maybe
I think that was supposed to be from my perspective. I'm guessing.
I guess.
I would hope.
What is Kofefe?
I know we skipped the top one, but I just have to say I read it real quick, and it says, yeah. "I am Ben Drowned, the ghost of a sailor who drowned in 1884."
So they're just so they don't know what Ben Drowned is. They're just kind of guessing, I guess. I mean,
the last one got kind of accurate as a kid who drowned. So
yeah, no, I mean they took the name Ben Drowned and they created their own lore based on that. I appreciate that, you know.
This is like the sequel to Ben Drowned. This is like the Brennen creepypasta where he encounters Ben Drowned.
Yeah.
I get haunted by Ben Drowned.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. We have 5 more left to go. We're going to do Brennan's second skit idea next. So Brennen, you had the idea. Brennen and Donavan have to rescue Cody and Frank from an anime-possessed Antonio.
Anime possessed. Okay.
Very interesting.
This is great. This is a great one.
No, I like this one. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. You want to start with this one? It's short.
Yeah. The two were going to the convenience store when they saw a man. They stopped to talk to him and asked him if he needed help. The man told them that he had been possessed by an anime character and that he was trying to find his way back home. He asked if they would help him.
I'm the man.
You're the man. I'm the man.
I'm the man that got possessed. That's oof. I wonder how this.
And when you walk up to a person and you ask them if they need help and they say that they've been possessed by an anime character, that's when you walk the other way.
Yeah, all right.
Like oh god.
Okay. The gay? Oh wait, hold on. There's something on my screen. I was thinking
the gay?
The day had been going well for Antonio until he saw some anime character in his living room. He couldn't control himself and started to jump around the room like a madman, causing a huge mess. Shut up, phone. He and Donovan had to save Cody and Frank from Antonio before they were killed by him. Brennen had to use his martial arts skills to fight Antonio.
Oh shit!
Donovan was able to get Antonio to stop fighting. Was able to get him into the car.
Into the car.
Okay.
In the car.
Cool.
In
Okay.
the car.
Why don't you?
Brennan does have some martial arts
Wait,
skills.
Don't read that last one. Wait. Okay. Read this one, and then I want to read all of them for this one. So here, Brennan, read.
Okay.
Read this one.
Right. Brennan and Donovan had to rescue Cody and Frank from an anime-possessed Antonio. The two friends had been experimenting with an anime that soon took over their lives. They had to find a way to stop the anime before it consumed their whole family in the world. Luckily, they found out they could stop the anime by throwing a bucket of water on the TV screen. After some hard work, the two friends were able to stop the anime before it could spread any further.
It's like treating anime like a virus.
AKA, they just short-circuited the TV and called it good.
The weeaboo virus. That's what it
virus.
is.
Okay, Brennan, read this one. Like, this is crazy.
Okay. Brennen and Donovan were on their way to a bar when they saw Antonio, the nerdy guy from their office, sprinting down the street in a panic. Antonio was wearing a Pokemon shirt and carrying his laptop.
No way.
Oh, Donovan, this is your line.
What's going on?
Asked Donovan.
We're being attacked by these anime-possessed people.
Antonio cried.
They're coming right for us.
Because you're
nerdy guy from the office sprinting down the street in a
Pokemon
shirt. Is that accurate?
That's accurate. Isn't that I'm like, how did they like get Pokemon? I guess because that's an anime, but like that's so specific.
Pokemon.
And they also refuse to spell your name right again, Donovan.
It's gotta get used to it.
Yeah, that's just the theme now.
Your name is now permanently virtual diabetic.
Yeah.
I wonder if it auto corrects, like, because usually if I put my name in like a Google Doc or something, it'll tell me it's wrong and tell me to auto correct to Donovan.
Probably, yeah. Like it's
that's why I'm confused. It hasn't tried correcting mine yet. Because mine usually tries auto correct it to AN, but it hasn't changed it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's bias, I guess.
That I like that prompt. That was a good prompt. I think the generator could have gone a little further with the idea though.
That's true. Well, let's see how it goes with this one. So my next idea is Dean and Antonio compete to see who can shit the hardest. Dean shits so hard that he enters orbit.
Okay.
So let's see what happens with this. All right. Dean was the champion of this game, but Antonio was close. Antonio's shit was so big that it actually entered orbit. And Dean had to use his arms to hold it down so it didn't get away. The boys, they continued to compete by taking turns shitting on each other's face.
Whoa. Wait. I don't understand.
Anyone here ever heard of Two Girls, One Cup?
Wait, so it entered orbit, but Dean had to use his arms to hold it down. Therefore, are Dean's arms so long that they enter the Earth's atmosphere?
Yeah, they're so long that they extend to the Earth's, like, beyond the Earth's atmosphere.
The stratosphere, dude.
That's crazy. Okay, so the next one.
Nice arms, Dean.
Yeah, I mean, Dean and his long arms. Like, that's like a trait of his.
It is.
Okay, Dean and Antonio are two friends who love to compete. One day, Dean was feeling a little under the weather, so he wanted to see if Antonio could shit harder than him. They both took turns shitting on the ground, but Antonio ended up with a bit of a mess.
Really?
After Dean's huge turn, he said that he had entered orbit and that he was going to... Oh my god.
Dean, come back! No, I am now in orbit.
This one... Wait, look at this one. This one literally, it like copy pasted my prompt. Like it didn't even change it, really. It was just Dean and Antonio, who are friends and work together, compete to see who can shit the hardest. Dean shit so hard that he enters orbit. That's like exactly what I wrote.
They just added work together, I think.
They just added like this part, I think. All right, and then the last one is Dean and Antonio are two friends who are always competing with each other. One day, Dean challenged... Okay, this is basically the same thing. One day, Dean challenged Antonio to see who would
Yeah.
shit the farthest. They both agreed that they would be the judge, and the winner would be the one who shits the farthest. Dean shits so hard that he enters orbit. Okay.
Okay, that
So
was basically the same one, but without him entering orbit for the rest of his life, which I think is the best thing that
I,
came out of this.
yeah, I think this one might be the best one, just because I like the idea that he just stays in orbit.
Forever.
And like I make no effort to get him back. He just stays there.
Yeah.
All right.
Antonio's down there. Oh no, Dean, no.
Oh man. Okay. We're getting to my favorite of Donovan's now.
Okay.
Simply because of how simple it is. It's so brief.
Yeah.
Antonio encounters the Rafflecopter.
Anything could happen. Anything
So,
could happen.
We're just gonna see what happens with this one. You know. Oh my god.
Oh wow. Okay.
Holy shit. Okay, maybe just read like. I want to know what happens in this one. Maybe you should just read this one and then one of the other ones. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Antonio is on his way to work when he walks into a store. He is so focused on what he is doing that he doesn't notice the Rafflecopter until he feels it brush up against his arm. He slowly looks up and sees the Rafflecopter hovering above him. It's a bright red and its rotor blades are turning slowly as if it's trying to scare Antonio. Antonio starts to walk away from the Rafflecopter and then realize that the Rafflecopter is following him. This Rafflecopter is like a stalker, dude. Antonio starts. It's like a weird guy.
About the Rafflecopter.
It is. Antonio starts to run and the Rafflecopter follows him. Antonio starts to climb the fence and the Rafflecopter starts to climb after him. The Rafflecopter keeps getting closer and closer to Antonio as he climbs higher and higher on the fence. Okay. Suddenly, Antonio reaches the top of the fence and falls over backwards, causing the Rafflecopter to fall as well. The Rafflecopter crashes into a tree and crashes to the ground.
I love that they're treating the Rafflecopter like this entity, like this horrifying entity.
Yeah, it's like an anthropomorphic helicopter. It's a helicopter with legs, but it's following you around like a stalker.
It's so absurd. Oh my god. Okay, Donovan, you pick which one of these you want to read. We're only gonna do one.
Oh man. Let's do. I want to see the last one.
Okay.
Antonio was walking home from work when he saw a small drone zipping through the air. It was on the ground and he could see it was broken. He walked over to investigate and found that the drone was being operated by a kid. He asked the boy if he wanted to sell it, and the boy said yes. Antonio bought it for $15 and then took it to his home to fix it up. He fixed the drone and then flew it around his house. That's boring.
That's
I'm reading
so
another
boring.
one.
Read this one, but replace helicopter with Rafflecopter.
Okay. Antonio's walking home from school one day when he sees the Rafflecopter flying overhead. He suddenly gets excited and starts running toward the Rafflecopter.
Wait, I just realized.
Yeah.
Wait, read it again, but don't say Rafflecopter. Just say helicopter when it says helicopter.
He gets excited and starts running towards the helicopter. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, suddenly he knows that it's not a helicopter at all, but a giant Rafflecopter. What's the difference? Antonio watches him as it flies down towards him and then slowly stops in front of him. He can't move and is terrified. Suddenly, the Rafflecopter starts to spin around Antonio, who's still frozen in fear. The Rafflecopter then flies away and leaves Antonio standing in the middle of the street. Wow.
This is killing me. This is the picture of like a little helicopter like circling around me.
And then just leaving you alone.
And I'm just petrified.
It just wanted to assert it. This is crazy.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm laughing so hard. It's just like I'm like picturing it, and it's just so funny. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's a skit. That's if I
oh
can.
My god.
If I can.
My cheekbones hurt so hard from smiling and laughing.
if I could like somehow get like a remote control like helicopter or like a drone, I would totally try to make this. Okay.
Still does not clear up what the Rafflecopter is.
No, it's left. Like I said, it's left up to the imagination of the reader, of the viewer.
It's truly an entity. It is an SCP.
It is. Yeah, it's something scary.
It's an SCP.
All right, Brennan, we're on to your last skit here. Are you ready to read?
Yes.
All right. So your last idea was Stabby teams up with his ninja clan to assassinate the Tonyversal crew. So let's see what this comes up with. Holy shit! Wait, what? Oh my god, these are long. Okay, why don't you just read? Okay, I want you to read this one first.
Okay. Stabby was just a normal guy, not the type to be into violence or anything. He was just your average guy that loved to eat, drink, and watch TV. One day, while watching his favorite show, he saw a commercial for a new video game called Tonyversal Crew. It was a game where you had to be the leader of a group of ninjas to fight against a group of villains. When he saw the trailer for the game, he knew it was for him. He was inspired by the idea of being a leader and being able to control his own destiny. So he decided to sign up for the game and play with his friends. When he finally got his hands on the game, he was so excited he didn't even care about the fact that he had to kill in order to win. So the next day at school, Stabby announced to all of his friends that they were going to be playing Tonyversal Crew at lunchtime. They all laughed and said it would never happen because it was too realistic, but Stabby didn't listen and told them they would see who was laughing when they lost their lunch money. Okay. Well, that took an interesting turn.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I thought that was... Wait, what? Okay. Okay, wait. I want to try to find a more interesting one. Maybe... Why don't you pick, Brad? Do you want to do one of these two, or you want to do the last one?
Let's do the last one.
The last one? Okay. The last one had some interesting...
A little story again.
Yeah, all right. Go for it.
I was the only one that wasn't surprised when Tonyversal Crew was assassinated. I had been experiencing it for a while, even though we were all on different teams.
Holy shit.
I've been keeping an eye out for a chance to take them down, and finally got my chance. On the day of the assassination, I was sitting in my room thinking of ways to get them when I got a message on my phone from the other assassins. They told me they had arrived and were ready to strike. After I sent them my confirmation code, I got up and walked out of my room. As soon as I made it outside, I saw 3 figures standing on the roof across my house. They were wearing black ninja suits and their hoods up, so I couldn't see their faces. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
Brennan is gone.
This is another one that's like, it's very like intense. Like there's actually like a story here.
They were wearing black ninja suits and they had their hoods up, so I couldn't see their faces. One of them had a rifle, one had a gun, and one last one had a knife. Some weird ninjas. They all looked like they knew what they were doing, so I didn't have much time to think about anything before they came running towards me with the guns drawn. They all shot at me. They all shot at me at once, but I ducked behind a nearby tree. After that was all over, I took off running towards them with my sword in hand. Okay, that turned badass fast.
Yeah. And then just the.
Okay.
That was interesting. Like, does that mean that was that from the perspective of Stabby? Because, like,
I don't know.
No,
this sword in hand, which makes me think it's Brennan because he actually has a katana.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, maybe this is from the root or from the perspective of Brennan. But Brennan wasn't even mentioned in the prompt, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I guess the Tonyversal crew was assassinated in that prompt, so.
Yeah, so then it wouldn't be Brennan. So then it's just
it cannot be Brennan.
It's just some entity. Maybe it's the Rafflecopter.
it's the Raffle, the Girl Scouts.
It's the Girl Scouts. Also, I just want to point out, we don't have to read this one. I just want to point out that they mentioned Ko-Fi again.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know what that is, but it's a reoccurring theme, apparently.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Yeah, no, go for it. Okay, after you guys look it up, we have one more skit to go through.
It's a
The last
group
one
of
in my head.
islands in Thailand. Okay.
But why do they keep referencing it? That's why.
I don't know. That's
Okay.
so weird.
Well, our last
Interesting.
skit of the night, guys, for Sunday Funnies 10, theoretical Sunday Funnies 10. Quentin and Antonio stay at a forbidden hotel and get haunted by the ghost of two crypto bros. So that's what we're working with.
Okay.
So let's see what we got here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Antonio and Quentin are staying at a forbidden hotel. They would never have chosen to stay here if they knew it was haunted, but they were excited to play their favorite game of hide and seek. They start playing hide and seek, but it seems like the hotel has other plans.
Oh shit.
The hotel itself.
Yeah.
When they find a secret door, they go in to explore. The two brothers find a long hallway. Oh, brothers. Okay, so me and Quentin are brothers.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Apparently. All right. We find a long hallway with doors on either side. There is a creepy voice in the distance that tells them not to go further. Cue creepy voice, somebody. And say do not go further in a creepy voice.
Do not go further.
Thank you. Ooh, I got chills. Okay.
It's scary.
And Brennan's like, do not go further. All right. They decide to go back and see if the voice is still there. It isn't. So they venture down the hall again and find a door that opens into an empty room with a bed. Quentin decides that it is time for bed, but before he can lay down, Antonio finds a book on the floor that tells them about the ghost of two crypto bros who haunt the Oh shit.
Okay.
That means you guys are the two crypto bros.
We're the crypto. Me and Donavan are the crypto.
Holy shit.
Buy my Dogecoin.
All right.
I don't know what crypto is.
Here, Donovan, why don't you read one? Why don't you read here? Pick one of these three.
Okay. Let's
I
do
can't
the
show all
second
three
one.
of them at once, but which one? This one?
The second one.
All right, go for
No,
it.
the one above.
This one right here. Okay, yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Antonio and Quentin were college buddies, true, and had always planned on staying in the same hotel room. Okay. Dude, we gotta stay in the same hotel room. We gotta do it. Yeah. As they arrived at the hotel, Quentin felt his heart start to race. Oh, who's Quentin? Who's playing Quentin?
I'll play. Brennan, you play Quentin.
Is Quentin home right now?
Yeah, but he's gaming.
Oh, damn, he's gaming.
Okay. It's just a hotel.
He told himself.
It'll be fine.
But as they approached the door, Quentin became increasingly nervous. He could hear footsteps coming from inside the room. Antonio noticed that Quentin was getting anxious and tried to reassure him.
Don't worry.
He said,
I'll stay out here. All right, so
Fucking good is
"Don't
that
worry,
gonna
I'll
do?
stay out here. You can
Yeah,
go."
what good is that gonna do?
yeah,
That's a comedy. Hello, Keaton.
don't worry, I'll stay out here. You can go in. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. To end things off here, Brendan, why don't you pick one of these to read? Choose wisely.
I'll do the top one.
All right, go for it.
Antonio and Quentin were staying at a hotel in the middle of nowhere, but they didn't care because they were on vacation. One night, they were walking back to their room. They heard a woman's voice. They turned around and saw a woman in a white dress with long black. Oh, fuck that! No,
Bro.
For anyone who doesn't know, the bitch from like The Ring or The Grudge is like my worst. Is a fuck that.
Oh shit.
That is not a crypto bro, however. Or maybe she is, I don't know.
They turned around and saw a woman in a white dress with long black hair, and she was staring at them. They ran back to the hotel room and locked the door, but when the woman kept calling out to them, they told the front desk that they were not allowed to sleep in the room, and the woman stopped for a few... What?
That doesn't make any sense, but okay.
However, one night, she started screaming again, so Quentin and Antonio ran back out of the hotel, but the woman followed them. She chased them all the way back to their car and tried to break their windows with her hand. Jesus Christ.
That's fucking intense. Oh my god.
Okay.
That's like the most horrifying. That's like more horrifying than any of the Ben drowned ones.
Yeah.
Just imagine you're fucking like sleeping in a hotel and also you just wake up to fucking... You just wake up to fucking...
No. I don't even want to know. Okay. Well,
Halloween's
on that note, that's gonna so that was Sunday Funnies 10, guys, overall. Very interesting like
Yeah, baby.
baby.
end
What we
products we
waiting
have
for?
there.
What's all about?
What? Just out of curiosity, what was your guys' favorite skit? Brennan, why don't you go first? What was your favorite skit?
Do
Of
you
all these?
even have to fucking ask that?
No, I
We all
did. No,
know.
I don't know. I legitimately don't know.
I'm sure you do. Sure you don't.
Oh, okay. Is it the one I'm thinking of, Brennan? Is that your favorite? Is that your
Probably.
You gotta read Brennan's mind.
Okay. If I think I know Brennan well, and I think I do, I think I know which one he enjoyed the most, and yeah, I gotta say that one was pretty
Oh,
interesting.
I think you know. I
I
think
think
you know.
Yeah. Well, Donovan, what was your favorite skit from the pool we had?
Oh, I think you know.
Oh, just not even say it. Just I think you know. Okay.
I think you're aware.
Yeah.
No, it was definitely the Brennan Dick Weld one. If there's no Tonyverse highlight reel of that,
Yeah.
I'll die.
Maybe that'll be a chit chat highlight. Maybe
Maybe.
that one was what a crazy one to just like. I mean, like we didn't start on that one, but we might as well have.
Crazy right out of the gate.
Yeah. I think my favorite is still the Rafflecopter one. I don't know why. It's like the idea of the Rafflecopter being this like horrified entity is just like it's hilarious.
The Girl Scout one was also very funny to me.
I did like the Girl Scout one where they just were like, "We are going to shoot you," like very blatant. So overall, I'd say this was a success. You know what? As much as I wish I could have made Sunday Funnies 10 for real, this is the next best thing. So, you know what? I'm happy, and that's all that matters.
Happy.
This is the meaning of happiness. You gotta, sometimes you gotta just find happiness within yourself. And this is the obligatory Family Guy sentimental moment at the end of the episode. Overall, just remember to follow your dreams and never give up. And that's the moral of this story. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here, Brennan and Don, and thank you for participating in this. Do you have any closing thoughts, or any words of wisdom?
I'm running towards the camera. I can't reach it. I'll never reach it.
You'll never reach it. Yeah, you're perpetually.
Don't weld your hand to your dick.
True.
On the contrary, please weld your hand to your dick. All right, bye guys.